Hey, it's good to see you guys. We're going live today, and I've been on some massive journeys, and I took some vacation. I went to a great retreat for one of the companies that I sit on the board of a not-for-profit, and for the Monroe Institute out in Fayetteville, Virginia. It was great, and met some great people from around the world. So more of that will be coming to you live later on. And but today I wanted to really just talk about corporate social responsibility. So, and I wanted to talk to you about this because it's an important part of your business, your organization, the organization that you work at or that you're running. And that may not be spoken a lot of this corporate social responsibility. And I want to talk about the social corporate responsibility and the different types that organizations can adopt and why it's so important, really, to follow your corporate social responsibility. Let's start with the definition. Corporate social responsibility is a business model that helps a company be socially accountable for itself, to itself. It's the stakeholders of that organization and the community of which that they serve in. See, corporate self-regulate to regulate yourself or your business. So corporations self-regulate this business model, and by practicing social responsibility, companies can have a positive impact on their community, their employees, and their stakeholders. Think of this like tithing within your religious right? Whatever religion you are or what dogma you follow, are you tithing? This is your way for your corporation to give back, to take what you've been able to reap for so many years, that boon, and be able to give back to someone else that needs your support. See, it's an accountability that we have to take on ourselves. It's something that we can be, we can see a need in our community in which we serve, and we can give back to that community. And it in my world, I see that as something that I shall do. And I use the word shall. I'm a pilot, right? So understanding there's a lot of verbiage in the FAR, right? It's a book of regulations, that we shall do this. It's not that we have a choice, it's something that must be done. And that's the world that I live in. So if you have any comments, questions, concerns, please go ahead and put it into the chat. I see, thanks much. Corporate social responsibilities. Absolutely, brother. So as we're going through this, I want you to understand that corporate social responsibility can improve and involve a broad scope of what you're up to and different approaches and initiatives. This can include substantially your practice or community involvement, right? Think about what you would do as an individual. How are you helping give back to the community? You see, some people wait until they retire to really get involved in some type of volunteer thing. I've been doing volunteer work since high school, helping out, right? Because I just feel it's our God-given right to give back to humanity in some way, shape, or form, right? Other efforts that maybe appeals to you on some personal level. Now, bringing that to the corporate world. See, socially responsible organizations can be traced back to the mid to late 1800s. But corporate responsibility really emerged between 1950 and in the 70s. Now today, corporate social responsibility is almost like a must-have strategy for every single business. You do not need to be a corporate giant like Walmart or Best Buy or AT&T, Tesla, right? Even the smallest of companies can make positive impacts in some way that reflects on you and your company. All you need to do is figure out what is socially responsible and what the initiative that you want to be part of. Which brings us to part 2 of what I really want to bring to you today. I want to go over the different types of corporate social responsibility and categories that are out there. First, the first one, there is an environmental responsibility, right? So let's just clear the slate there. Environmental responsibility, and you're accountable, right? So think about that. You have to take that ownership, and only one person can be accountable, right? Many can be responsible, which is that organization should behave in an environmentally conscious manner. This might sound like the most common of the few we will discuss, right? Some ways in which companies can really accomplish this is by reducing their carbon footprint, using sustainability and resources, or offsetting negative environmental impact. For example, you work with causes that plant trees, right? There are people out there planting trees, millions and millions of trees. Or you donate to research facilities. Something that like really moves you, something that you have a purpose for. See, it's very important. It's not a marketing campaign. Understand that. It's not something that you're like, hey, I'm going to do this because my top customer really wants us to do this, right? I've been trapped into those things. Don't get trapped into that. Don't do it for those purposes. Do it for something greater than yourself, right? Somewhere where you as a leader that can exercise what you are passionate about. Maybe you have a committee at your company. Maybe they're really passionate about it. Identify, get to know before you just jump in it. Because maybe someone or all of them aren't into what is really driving and moving you as the leader. Maybe it's something else and you can't see it. You're not aware of it. So let me bring it to the next level. There is a philanthropic responsibility that really just wants to make the world a better place for everyone. You can donate money, services, or even resources towards a nonprofit and that nonprofit cause. Like I sit on a board of a not-for-profit, right? And I'm doing that, and I've been doing that for the last year because I can really make an impact in that organization. And it's something I believe. It's all about meditation and bringing yourself to a higher level of consciousness through meditation, clearing our mind, because we don't do that often. That's what sleep's for. But how can you do that so that you can actively really be clear? If you have a specific charity or program in mind, reach out to that organization. Ask them about their specific needs and whether a donation of money, time, or the company's products would best help them. How can you make an impact? Another corporate social responsibility is following ethical labor practices, like treating employees fairly or paying livable wages. You have a responsibility towards really justified treatment of other stakeholders as well. See, there's so many things that we really need to put our attention on, point to, and really make an impact on. And remember, our core business, we should have, promotional plans and projects, everything working towards the right direction for the vision. But really, what is the mission that you're up to? There could be several different missions that you're doing. So lastly, there is volunteering to fulfill your corporate social responsibility needs. So you make time to attend a local social causes without expecting anything in return. Of course, it's nice to be identified as a volunteer to gain some reputation, but you can also genuinely have an interest in the cause that you want to dedicate your time and efforts for any type of specific issues or causes. And this is just really stretching out. So there are a lot of benefits that come with practicing good corporate social responsibility. One is a more positive perception of you or your brand. See, it's not easy to build a loyalty today. It's not. But being a part of an important corporate social responsibility initiates and shows people that you care and that your business does not only care about money and growth. See, that perception helps build trust, and we should know that trust leads to loyalty. So if you're out there raising awareness in some way, some shape or fashion, then others will associate your company with being socially conscious, right? And it's all about consciousness. You now have more to really attach to who you say you are as an organization. You have more of a social brand value. Additionally, by demonstrating a development of cultural corporate social responsibility program and initiatives, your company is bound to become more appealing to both current and future investors, current and future employees. At the same time, a company takes corporate social responsibility seriously and signals to both the investor, the partners, current and future employees that it's interested into long-term as well as the short-term gains. See, corporate social responsibility initiates a way of being, a thought process. And these initiatives that we really put forward can also improve employee engagement and satisfaction. You can see how employees value what kind of mission is of your company. What missions are we trying to do? See, at Becker Logistics, we donate $1 for every single shipment that we're moving each and every day. And we move somewhere in the area of 400 shipments each and every day, go through our whole network. And that's being shipped, right? And any given day, there's like 1,200 shipments that are in our system that are active, sometimes even more than that, where freight is on a truck somewhere. So you can see how employees really value what kind of mission within your organization. Each one of our team members can see what's going on. Each stakeholder can see how they can impact this mission that we're currently on. You will attract and retain employees that match that positive corporate social responsibility initiatives you contribute to. And it shows your depth of who you say you are as an organization. Really, a shared purpose can align your company's vision and create a personal, rewarding workplace. However, after all is said on this live here, the most important benefit is that you change you and your company. You can really make a change. You know, that change will change who you are as an owner, as a human being, and it will change your company. And this can make you genuinely helping the world, not your community, but the world. Like, really stretch yourself. Yeah, stretch yourself. We help ourselves, we help our family, we help our employees, we help each other out on the floor. You can help the world or your local community in some way. You can do this. We each have power within us. We have that power. All the power we need, everything that we need to sustain is inside of us. We can stretch that out and share that, and it can multiply, it can ripple. We can have that ripple effect that makes a real impact. It is about doing the right thing and also taking a step forward by being a member of some initiative that will make some impact in the world. Here at Becker Logistics, we have partnered with several nonprofit charity organizations in the past. And last year, we really took care of the homeless, and we really attached to that and really made an impact in St. Charles, Batavia, and Geneva. And it was beautiful. It really was. And we're continuing to follow these people that were living in the forest and in a tent in all weathers, and brought these women and men out of the forest into a hotel, got them in through, cleaned up, halfway house, off drugs or off alcohol, and getting them an apartment, furniture, and getting them gainfully employed as teachers, as forklift drivers, working in a warehouse. It's such a beautiful thing. And our current social promise is contributing to an amazing work done at the bridge communities. And this group provides, free transitional housing to more than 100 homeless in the DuPage County and families each year. And I want to acknowledge Jessica. She, I created this idea 2 years ago, and I gave it to her, and I said, I'm going to give this to you. And I empowered her to really take this on, and she's doing such a great job. And I suggest each one of you, it has to start with someone. And when it has to start with someone, I take it on, and then I hand it off and let them experience this gift of leadership and really taking it to the next level. A little less than a month ago, we sponsored a cause worthy event, which was called Celebrating Women Transforming Lives. Together, we want our social promise to uplift individuals in the community who really need immediate assistance for themselves and their families. So, this is something we found was best for our company. And you may be wondering, what can you do for your next corporate social responsibility program? How do you design that corporate social responsibility program? Well, first, choose a related initiative that aligns with your core business focus. Taking on an initiative that goes against your company's culture or focus can actually cause some harm. You want to choose a cause that you have done background research on. If not, you can do the background after you declare it. If you are donating your money or partnering with an organization that claims to be a non-profit, then look into that yourself. Do your own research. Know how or who you are helping and invest into them and into their brighter future. Honestly, although your company gets exposure and a positive brand value, I would suggest not to use corporate social responsibility as a marketing scheme. It's not. It's not that. It's something way bigger than a marketing scheme. Or just find a different look. Don't do it for that. If that's the case, just don't do it. Right? Find it deep down inside you. Maybe survey your employees and find out what we should do as an organization. Right? Find something that you actually have some passion in. You find out your why. What is your why deep down inside? If you don't follow through on your social promise, then you'll be in some trouble with your stakeholders. Do what is natural. Weigh in on the long term and the short term initiatives for your company and go through the process to find yourself the perfect connection. And let me ask you, do you think corporate social responsibility is important? In what ways can a company join an initiative that it cares about? Let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. And let's just take a look at some of the comments. And also, if you want to jump on with us, if you don't know the framework, the blueprint on how to do this, give me a call, DM me, and I'll go ahead and get you maybe attached to what we're doing. You want to jump in on our initiative? Fantastic. It's really easy. And we've done a lot of the legwork. And join our initiative. Look up humanityforthehomeless.org. Check that out. That's something that I'm really passionate about, that we are very passionate about. So let's take a look at some of the comments that we have. Accountability and responsibility. Yes, absolutely. CSR is more of realizing then life is more than making money. Absolutely. And that's, corporate sustainability responsibility, CSR. Thank you. That's a LinkedIn user. I normally see names there. That's great. Thank you very much out there. Um, there's so many organizations to help different issues in society. What factors helped you decide on bridge communities? Well, we help the homeless out in the DuPage County and part of I think it's Lake County. No, it's another county out there. But but we were looking for something of a broader scope. We were working with a church out there, and one stakeholder by the name of Raymond that was helping, and we wanted to really branch out and see where else can we help in our community. And we looked, and we said that we'd be there for a year of really helping them. We did our year a little bit more, and now we're looking at something else, another area that we can help out in, and we're going to continue this effort. And that's how we did it. We just did our research. We surveyed our folks, and Jessica chose the next person. So as we're going through this, it's really how do we align with people in our community? Where can we really take those dollars and really make an impact in the community and people's lives and families? Um, Congratulations, Jessica. Absolutely. Good morning, sir. Fantastic. Uh, Thank you. I appreciate that. We got people from around the world in on here. Hey, Paul, humble mentor. Absolutely. Great work here. Absolutely. It's humility. When you put the humility out there and you actually put purpose there and you can really open up the world of humanity, it really makes an impact. And with great responsibility comes a greater way of giving back. It really does. So, and now, is this era responsibility changes from day to day just to meet the target with minimum resource, which will be helpful to many communities. Absolutely. So as even the smallest amount, you can really bring that forward. Start small and then get it bigger and bolder as you go out. Last one here, CSR gives an opportunity to bridge gaps and develop engagement with the community and welfare. Absolutely. There's so many people out there that need our help in your community. And as you can see from here, we are all over the spectrum, the world, communities. Where are you making an impact in your community right now? How are you giving back? I need you to take a look at that. Even as you, as an individual, how are you helping? Is it just giving money to the homeless person on the street, or are you doing something bigger and greater? Look into your own life. Look into your business. If you work at a company, go to HR. Ask them what CSR are you guys doing? Is our company doing? How can you create something, how can you create something within your organization as you're moving forward? Look at your culture. Be that leader. Exercise your leadership that you have internally. Take your purpose and bring that out if they don't have it. Be that leader. Be that change. And you can change the world. Listen, thank you very much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a blessed week. Thank you very much. God bless.